In this video for section 1.2, we're going to review how to solve a linear equation. So the steps are as follows. First, we need to simplify the expression on each side by removing grouping symbols, usually parentheses, and combining like terms if necessary. Our second step is to get all of the variables on one side and all the numbers on the other side. And then we get the variable by itself, normally by dividing. Step 4 is to check our answer in our original equation. Especially on the quizzes and exams, I recommend that you check your answers before submitting, because if the answer is incorrect, you're not going to get any points for that question. So you want to double check everything to make sure that you're getting all the points and not making silly mistakes. So example 1 from the textbook says to solve and check 2x plus 3 equals 17. So my first step is to get the x by itself. And we go backwards through order of operations here. So first we get rid of things that are added and subtracted. So the first thing I need to get rid of is this plus 3. And I get rid of that by subtracting 3 from both sides. That leaves 2x on this side. That's gone. And 17 minus 3 is 14. Then I get rid of the 2 by dividing. So this is 2 times x. I do the opposite to get rid of it, so I divide both sides by 2, and that gives me an answer of x equals 7. Now to do my check, I'm going to plug 7 in for x into my original equation. So 2 times 7 plus 3 equals 17. Now I'm going to do the math on the left side, and I should get 17. 2 times 7 is 14. 14 plus 3 is 17, so 17 equals 17. So that works. So x equals 7 is my answer. If I got a number other than 17 on the left-hand side, then that would tell me that my answer is wrong, and I should go back and check my work. So next you should do checkpoint problem number 1. Do this in your notes or on this page, check your answer, and then move on with the rest of the video. Example 2 is solve and check again. This equation is a little bit more complicated because now we have parentheses. And if we have parentheses, we need to get rid of them first, and we do that by distributing. So I'm going to distribute the 2 into this set of parentheses. I'm going to distribute minus 3 into this second set of parentheses, and I need to be very careful with signs. One sign mistake means that the whole problem is going to be wrong. So when I distribute here, I get 2x minus 6, and then I have a minus 17. I'm just going to bring that down. Remember, we're doing one step at a time. 13. Distributing minus 3 here gives me minus 3x. And negative 3 times 2 is negative 6. So what I need to do next is combine things on each side of the equation before I start moving things across the equation. So we have minus 6 and minus 17 here. Now I'm combining on the same side. That means I'm not doing the opposite. I'm just combining. That's something that people tend to get tripped up on, is they want to say plus 6 and plus 6. But this isn't moving across the equal sign. It's on the same side. And so I just combine them. Negative 6 minus 17 is negative 23. Same thing on the right side. I need to combine 13 and negative 6. That equals 7. And then I just have a minus 3x here. So now I have one number and one variable term on either side of the equation. So now it's time to move things across. Now there's a few different ways you could do this. I could start by combining the numbers, or I could start by combining the variables. It doesn't really matter. I usually like to do variables first, and I usually like to do it so that I end up with a positive number in front of x if I can. So I'm going to add 3x to both sides. I could also do minus 2x to both sides. Again, it doesn't really matter. You should end up with the right answer either way. So we have 5x minus 23 equals 7. Now I need to move the 23 over so I have all the numbers on the other side of the equation. So plus 23, and that gives me 5x equals 30. And lastly, we need to divide. Divide both sides by 5, and my answer is x equals 6. Now I'm going to do my check. So plug in 6 for x. So 2 times 6 minus 3 minus 17 equals 13 minus 3 times 6 plus 2. So I do what's in the parentheses first. I need to do my order of operations correctly here, or my check might mislead me into thinking the answer is wrong if I do the check wrong. So we have 6 minus 17 on the left side. We have 13 minus 24 on the right side. Both of those are going to be equal to negative 11. So we got the same thing on both sides of the equation, so it works. So x equals 6 is my answer. So next you should do checkpoint problem number 2. Do this in your notes, check your answer, and then you can do the homework for this section.